ago, when gods were still living on earth with mankind, Zhurong, god of fire, made 3 zizas out of wood of Mount Yao. They were called Huanglai, Ranlai, and Fenglai. Zhurong cherished them very much, especially Fenglai. He played with Fenglai frequently, which made Fenglai a spirit. The spirit had the form of mankind, and can speak with Zhurong. Zhurong was so delighted that he requested goddess Nuwa to bring a true love to him. Zhurong treated him as his son, and named him Prince Changqing. Prince Changqing was soft and quiet. He enjoyed playing ziza in Mount Yao, thus making good friends with Qianyu, a water snake living there. Though Qianyu was vulnerable, he considered himself unique, that one day he would become a great dragon. He promised Prince Changqing that he would carry Changqing around the world, as long as he could fly freely in the sky as a great dragon. Hundreds of years passed by. King of gods, Fuxi, became so dissatisfied with mankind that he decided to take all gods to heaven, leaving humans behind. Prince Changqing didn't want to leave. He loved the life in Mount Yao, but had to bid farewell to Qianyu. It took 300 days for the gods to build a heavenly palace. After all was over, Prince Changqing went to Mount Yao, only to find Qianyu vanished. He then realized that 1 day in heaven equals 1 year on earth. 300 years had elapsed on earth. He could not see Qianyu anymore. Time flies. Thousands of years later, a black dragon appeared in the south, causing trouble while playing in the sea. The dragon heard the god who was sent to punish him, fleeing into Mount Buzhou. God of fire, god of water, and Prince Changqing were sent to capture the dragon. Unexpectedly, the dragon was formerly water snake Qianyu. What's more, the 3 gods accidentally destroyed the pillar in Mount Buzhou. The collapse of the pillar brought a serious disaster to the whole world. It took all gods a long time and great efforts to rescue the world from the disaster. Qianyu was punished to be subordinate to goddess of Zhishui, deprived of freedom. Zhurong and Gonggong were thrown into prison for 1,000 years. Prince Changqing was descended from the heaven, becoming an ordinary human being. He was no longer immortal. It was cursed to be lonely forever in his lifetime. Thence in heaven, a black dragon appeared. A talented ziza player disappeared. The body of Prince Changqing was destroyed, but his soul was left lingering in Mount Yao. A craftsman of Longyuan clan, Jiaolin, caught his soul and split it into 10 parts. He fashioned the core part and other 4 into an evil sword. The remaining parts of the spirit in agony attached to Jiaolin's newly born son, escaping the doom to fade out. Jiaoyue often stared at the sword in his childhood, seeming to be telepathic with it. Later, the evil sword was taken away and sealed by goddess Nuwa. Jiaoyue suffered from losing the sword, thus committed suicide.